The first video I did about Nyash obsession, I said cooking is one of the main things that make women appealing. And someone came to tell me that cooking is not a gender role, we should stop saying that. So I am here to say this with full force. Cooking na gender role and women na in a thing. Now, before you now come for me, ma ask you now these questions. Let's say you are in the house with your guy and you guys start hearing some weird noises at the back of the house or something like that. A disturbing noise that somebody has to go and check what that is. Whose job is to go and check what that is? Another question, you and your guy are walking down the road and a mad dog just show up from nowhere. Whose job is to protect and fight it off and whose job is to run away? If you as a woman, before you can turn and you see your boyfriend has cut out and left you there with that dog, after that dog finish you and your boyfriend comes back, he start telling you it's not his role to protect you. You seriously going to tell me he's still going to be your boyfriend, Abby? Man, your role is to provide and protect. That will never change. Women will remind you of your role with the most powerful arsenal they have by asking you this question: are you not a man? Now, I am not saying like one famous man said, a woman's place is the kitchen. I am not saying men should not cook or help out in the kitchen. I am not saying a woman cannot provide or protect. I am saying if a woman now has to provide and protect, does it automatically make it now all women's role to provide and protect? You think if war breaks out now in Nigeria and they tell women that they have to cook for the men at the front lines, 30% of women are going to come out and start shouting that is not their role. Now get me, I am not saying automatically all men provide and protect. Many are useless men, but it's not other men's fault here with that type of man. This idea of what and what is a gender role is a Western idea that's even failed there. Do you have any idea of how many lonely women that idea has brought up? And many of you people that are trying to adapt that idea here, you totally forget that that idea was brought up in a country that can totally support that kind of idea, either financially or systematically. That is why many of them there can be saying, I don't need a man, I don't need to cook. Nothing for Nigeria can support that idea. Even them that have a lot of things that can support that idea, it isn't still working out very well for them. Some of your female celebrities will come out and be lying to you guys. Cardi B no talk for one song, says she know they cook, she know they clean. Then her husband did a video of her cleaning his house. Then you where your papa no get anything, you self you no get anything, you don't get any connections. You want to go around saying those things, no cook. If you like, no learn how to cook. Let me tell you what no media is really going to tell you. There is no real man in Nigeria that will pick a fine girl that cannot cook over a fine girl that can cook. All these people that come and tell you it's not a gender role in Nigeria. If their junior brother wants to marry and he's like, come and see the woman that want to marry, they go to the woman's place and the woman cook a food that they cannot eat it. When they leave the house, what they be telling their brother, this is the woman you want to marry, person wey no sabi cook. And then their junior brother carry them to a girl that can cook. What would they tell him? This one na wife now. So why would they lie to herself for this country now? Ladies, gone are the days that men will be shouting you must learn how to cook or you must cook. If you like, don't cook. There is trauma down the streets that can cook, can clean and can knack. Women, you are in competition with yourselves. If you like, disqualify yourself in that competition. You are not hurting us, we go find that trauma. Why? Because millions of women believe it is their roles and they are not talking and coming out and shouting. They are just keeping quiet. In the end, many of you girls will lose to girls that you are finer than and you are hotter than, and you will lose your mind over it too. Many of you people are going to come out and say it's to hire house girl now, which many of you people totally forget that house girl is a woman's role. It's a woman's role. But now this kind of thing where they make Oga marry house girl. Now I am not saying that there are no useless men that their wife will give them everything and they will still follow the house girl. But if I can accept that fact, ladies, you have to accept the fact that in some cases it is because the wife was not playing her role and the house girl started playing that role. And even if you are going to say, he's still a useless man, guess what? Just calling a useless man does not stop a useless man from being a useless man. You seriously think a man where they get food, cleaning, respect and better knacking will stop getting that just because you start name calling him?